Hi everyone, Les and Wendy here.
And we kind of promised this. We're going to give you a room tour of our room that we're staying at tonight near Gatwick Airport in London, England. And we are staying in room 517 at the Premier Inn, Gatwick Manor Royal. And we're going to talk a little bit about Premier Inns as well as giving you a tour of the room and why we tend to stay here every time that we stay in the UK because of the kind of budgety prices. So we are nearing the end of our trip. We will be away for a total of 18 nights, and we're about 14 nights into it, I think, Wendy.
Something like that, yeah.
And we wanted to do a tour earlier of a room, but by the time we get to any of our rooms at the various destinations, we are usually just making a mess and really thirsty. So we haven't done it up until now, but we are in a travel day. And tomorrow we are heading to Brighton on the south coast. We came from Liverpool, where we spent the last 5 days, had a wonderful time. And so, we're not quite as thirsty today, but still a little bit tired from a fairly long travel day. We took 2 trains, a bus, and a subway to get here.
Yeah.
So the reason we're here today is because this is a Saturday, and for some reason this particular Saturday is extremely expensive throughout the UK. So we figured we would stop since we have nothing really going on today except travel, we just figured we'd stop at an airport location, even though we're not ready to fly home. And just got a decent price. This room today cost us $120 Canadian after conversion. And for a Saturday night where you could easily pay $500 or $600 a night for a room, we're quite happy with that. And these rooms, Premier Inns, are pretty much all corporate owned. I don't think there are any franchises. Could be wrong about that. And if you're from the UK, you're probably already very familiar with the chain. But our viewers are North American, so they may not be quite as familiar. So as we walk into the room, to our left, we have a lighted mirror.
This is my favorite spot because it's like a little spot where I could put my makeup on and blow dry my hair and everything else and stay out of Les's way. So.
And it's important to know they do give you blow dryers here because they use, of course, a different voltage in the UK. And while we have a travel adapter, it does not convert power. So if you were to plug something with North American voltage into here, it would blow up. We learned that from experience. So you do get a blow dryer. But otherwise, as you can see there, that's the UK power slots. You can turn the mirror light on or off. You have extra bedding if you're hot or cold. And you have a kettle because in the UK they like to drink tea. But you do get some instant coffee, Nescafe, and you can usually find more down in the lobby for free if you want. And the kettles being 240 volt, they tend to boil very quickly. We'll get to the bathroom at the end, but we'll start with the bed. So they call this a double bed, but I think it's
a queen.
It's a queen bed.
Yeah.
Some of the places have king beds. Like I said before, the rooms are fairly standard, but they do usually come in 2 classes, either basic or a premier plus room. This is a basic room. And the beds are very comfortable. People buy these beds to get delivered to their home. You have bedside lighting, power outlets, and you do have a USB-C connection there. So easy to charge your phones without any kind of converted power. And all of the rooms, well, most of the hotels will have air conditioning. Some of them don't, surprisingly. And when they do have air conditioning, oftentimes the windows will not open.
These ones do, though.
These ones crack, I think, a little bit. So good sized queen bed, very comfortable. And then you have an extra, like a chaise lounge, which converts into another bed. And then I think there's even a little portable mattress underneath the bed, and that can be pulled out if you have a full family. Just pan around here. So we are in our 18 nights. We've traveled to, I think, or will travel by the end of it to about 5 different destinations. All of them we have stayed at Premier Inns. The value is tremendous here. The UK is very expensive for hotels, but Premier Inns, especially if you book in advance, can offer tremendous value. And if you have stayed with them before, or if you sign up with them, they will occasionally send offers, sometimes a free breakfast or something like that. We got an offer that if you stay 3 nights consecutively in any one of their locations, you could save 20%. So that's what we did. So we have a little table here with 1 chair. One of our locations, we stayed in a Premier Plus room because the difference in price was very small. And so we got 2 chairs, but we only get 1. You do have blackout drapes, which is very nice. We've had no trouble sleeping at any of the locations that we've been in.
It's also good to note that the Premier Inns, they're consistently clean. So we've only had, I think, 1 room that was a little on the grimy side, but other than that, most of them have been very, very clean. So.
And I think that's one of the benefits to corporate ownership is you have a little bit more consistency rather than on a franchise things like you would see at Best Westerns in North America. And we'll go into the bathroom now. So this one has a very deep tub with a rainfall shower head and a half glass wall. Some of them are just showers, but this one has the tub. And your towels are in the tub, they don't get wet. But it's very nice and clean. And these showers are really great.
Some good water pressure usually.
Yes. And then we just have a sink with some good space for your toiletries. And then your built into the wall toilet, which is very common. And these places, they use like individual pieces of toilet paper. If you stay in a higher end room, you might get a whole roll, but we managed to survive. And then you have hanging space. There's no closets or anything like that. It's all open. Garbage, we've already been hitting the ciders. And your phone to get to the lobby. This location has a restaurant and a bar. Bar is open till 2 a.m. It's more like a lounge bar. It's not like a rockin' party good time bar. But it is convenient when you have airport travelers for it to be open till 2 a.m. I think there's about 4 or 5 Premier Inns near Gatwick Airport. We chose this one because it was easily accessible by bus and it was cheap, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
One little piece of art. They have some nice mood lighting above, if you can see that. So just a nicely finished room. There's nothing fancy about it. It's definitely not huge. I think the TV is about 40 inches, but nicely lit. And very clean. And just a good place to stay for value. So that's what we do in the UK. And we'll tell you more when we get home about our total cost of our trip. So stay tuned and thanks for watching.
Yeah, we love retirement in Gatwick.